In the legend's beginning, the world was just a lump of flour. Then, the gods cast yeast into it, and Albert was born from the dough. The Earth Titan granted it a divine body, and the Reason Titan bestowed it with thought. Add in rich emotions, noble virtues, oh, and don't forget a pinch of mischief.
After that, the Romance Titan transformed into golden butterflies, gently touching their chests to grant them the ability to love.
There is no word for romance in the Kremnoan language.
Is that so? I heard 𝂸👸📸📸 once failed in love and even got into a fight with their rival.
Huh? That's just a baseless slander, a wild tale meant to tarnish 𝂸👸📸📸's name.
Oh, Dee. This story is quite well known in Akuma.
Lady Trebios, let me explain. 𝂸👸📸 is not that kind of titan.
And so, the first bird was born. Albie, do you like this story?
This Zamphoria's place. Maybe I shouldn't have come.
On such a romantic day, why don't we raise a toast to all the love and beauty in the world?
Mightimos, can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Why did you in fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos.
Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle. This journey is forged in blood and flames.
3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided Calamity's gate. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate.
Hello, we are Trian. And fighting the West Wind, away we go! There's strength in numbers!
It's time to end this. Offer your souls to the fire.
The son of Urgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
All of the daytime.
Stay alive.
Can't be killed in a single.
How we wish to see you again.
It's now my turn to fight against it.
The son of Urgo will be crowned in blood! The son of Urgo will be crowned in blood! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.1 Light Slips the Gate, Shadow Greets the Throne special program. I'm your host, Albert. First, let's have our esteemed guests introduce themselves.
Hello, everyone. We're Treevee.
I am mighty, the successor of Kremnos.
Greetings, everyone. I am Aglaya.
Once again, a warm welcome to our CORSAIRs. Your golden presence has made this special program shine even brighter.
You flatter us, Mr. Albert. By the way, how did you come to Amphorius? Did you travel here with the two trailblazers by any chance?
Oh, it's a long story. One for another time. For now, let's just say that in Amphorius, it'll be my duty to host this special program for everyone.
Welcome, Albie! Even though today's program has just begun, it feels like we've already revealed a lot about the new version, haven't we?
Oh? How so, Treeby?
Look! The version title, Light Slips the Gate, Shadow Greets the Throne, combined with the trailer we just watched, makes it clear that Dee will really shine this time!
If that's the case, Lady Tribios, then as a demigod of Yanis, the Passage Titan, you must also play a key role.
Patience, everyone. Whether this is true will all be revealed in the Trailblaze mission of version 3.1. So in the last chapter, Nicodore's core flame was retrieved, and now another CORSAIR, Finan, faces the Titan's trial.
With the arrival of the Trailblazers, the Flame Chase journey reached a major breakthrough. Together, the Trailblazers and the CORSAIRs reclaimed Nicodore's core flame. Afterward, Finan resolved to undergo the trial to ascend to demigodhood and inherit the divine power of strife.
But as Nicodore once murmured to Snowy, your will wavers. We're worried that Snowy's inner turmoil might affect his performance.
There's no need for undue worry, teacher. On the Flame Chase journey, the CORSAIRs support one another. Even if something unexpected happens to Finan, we've prepared contingencies to ensure the trial proceeds smoothly.
Impressive as always, Aglaya. Ever so meticulous.
As you all know, the Flame Chase journey is still pressed for time. With Nicodore's core flame reclaimed, it's time to plan for the next one.
Does this mean we're going to battle another Titan?
Hey, not all core flames need to be reclaimed through violence. In version 3.1, our great hero, the Trailblazer, will act as an envoy, and along with their companions, set off for the Grove of Epiphany to continue our journey.
The Grove of Epiphany is a city-state that worships the RYZEN Titan, Xerxes. It's a cradle of knowledge for Amphorius, and maintains a good relationship with Akuma. Besides researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans, they also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey.
According to legend, at the dawn of their existence, the RYZEN Titan, Xerxes, descended in the form of a giant sacred tree, and around their roots, a large, verdant forest gradually formed.
The generous Xerxes allowed those who sought knowledge to study and rest there, freely imparting the world's wisdom to the once ignorant mortals. Under their guidance, humanity built courtyards within the forest and established schools, which eventually evolved into the Grove of Epiphany we know today.
So it looks like Xerxes is our next target.
Exactly. Like Kefali, Xerxes is a titan friendly toward humanity, and has even willingly entrusted their core flame to the Grove for safekeeping.
That's great if there's no need for fighting. Just a peaceful retrieval. This mission might be much easier, huh?
Well, it's not quite so easy. The Grove of Epiphany holds an unwavering reverence for Xerxes. This core flame is something they'd be very reluctant to part with.
Exactly. That's why Akuma must dispatch an envoy to the Grove. In the 3.1 storyline, the Trailblazer will engage in peaceful discussions about reclaiming the core flame with newfound CORSAIR allies. Absolutely no fighting.
Oh.
But in the recent version trailer, enemies were swarming in like a tide.
Busted. Actually, the Grove was recently invaded by the Black Tide.
What?
Since the Arabellica, a substance known as the Black Tide, has descended upon Amphorius, whether human or Titan, anyone affected by it loses their sanity. Nikodore, once a stalwart defender against the Black Tide, naturally became the most severely corrupted Titan. With Nikodor's core flame reclaimed, Castrum Kremnos was left without its guardian Titan and was entirely consumed by the Black Tide. Its spread has since accelerated, and now the Grove is its next target.
We must hurry to save them and Cersei's core flame!
Exactly! The Grove's crisis cannot be ignored. Our Trailblazer will once again take on the heroic mission of seeking and aiding survivors, gathering intelligence about the catastrophe, and locating Cersei's core flame to bring it back to Akama. During this process, the Trailblazer will encounter a mysterious enemy attempting to steal the core flame. The masked figure shown fighting the Trailblazer in the trailer.
The one with the mask and cloak? Ooh, they look like a major villain.
Hikis. What faction do they belong to?
They're an unknown enemy. This journey to the Grove may be more perilous than expected.
For now, let's call them the Flame Reaver. And to help our Trailblazer navigate their hero's journey, I brought some intel about this Flame Reaver. In battle, the Flame Reaver can summon clones to fight alongside them. These clones can launch joint attacks with the Flame Reaver. Moreover, the Flame Reaver can absorb these clones to gain buffs. Consuming these buffs allows the Flame Reaver to unleash even more devastating attacks.
That may not be a problem for me, but an enemy using clones to fight will surely challenge the Trailblazer.
In combat, the Trailblazer must quickly eliminate the clones to prevent the Flame Reaver from launching joint attacks or gaining enhancements. Honestly, I sometimes wish I had clones to help me manage life.
Be careful what you wish for. More clones might mean facing more trials and challenges.
Speaking of trials, I've always been curious about the trial required to ascend as a demigod. Lady Trebios, you were the very first demigod and therefore first CORSAIR on this land to pass a Titan's trial. What exactly did you go through when you received Yanis's core flame?
This is a bit embarrassing to say, but we really can't remember those events from so long ago.
It happened during the era CORSAIR. For the people of Amphorius now, it would be considered ancient history.
That's okay. With the Trailblazer around, anything is possible. In the main storyline of version 3.1, the Trailblazer will harness the power of Orynyx to stir up ripples of the past, guiding everyone to revisit that piece of history. We'll return to Treeby's homeland and show everyone the Abyss of Fate in its prime. Some long-buried secrets from the era CORSAIR will also be unearthed, becoming clear bit by bit.
So this is what the Abyss of Fate looks like in its heyday. Nothing like the desolate state it's in now.
That's right! In the distant past, the Abyss of Fate was a city called Yanisopolis. It was Amphorius' sanctum of prophecy, the ultimate destination for all pilgrims, and the place where the three Titans of Fate revealed their divine miracles.
It seems we'll have the chance to learn how humanity's first demigod came into being.
Exactly. But let's leave it at that for now. Trailblazers, uncover this story for yourselves in the main storyline of version 3.1 and learn about Treeby's past. Now, let's take a look at the Treeby of today.
Question. The one who popped out of the box holding a letter, was it Trian or Treenan?
Oh, I know this one! Treenan! It was Treenan!
Correct answer! No rewards, though.
Because they look so alike. My teachers often have people unfamiliar with them play the Guess Who I Am game in daily life.
The one who suggested this game, could it be Trian?
Right again!
Of course! The three of them have very different personalities, making them easy to tell apart. Treenan is silent and sharp with both eyes covered. Trian is mischievous little rascal with raised eyebrows. And Treeby is the most outgoing and lively.
Typically, 𝂸𝂸𓂸𓂸🂸 is the main spokesperson, responsible for communicating with the CORSAIR. 𝂸🂸🂸 focuses on maintaining and interpreting prophecies, while 𝂸🂸🂸 is primarily in charge of opening and maintaining the Century Gate.
So here's a question for me. Why are there 3 of you identical little girls?
That relates to the duties of the CORSAIRs. We were the world's first demigod, receiving the prophecy of deliverance from Kefali. To spread the prophecy across Amphorius, we split into many versions of ourselves and used Yanis's Century Gate to travel quickly to various places.
Through our teacher's tireless efforts, the CORSAIRs gradually united as allies. Because of this, our teacher holds great prestige among the CORSAIRs.
But speaking of opening gates, 𝂸🂸🂸 previously revealed that ���🂸🂸 is nearing her limit and might only be able to open the Century Gate twice more.
Don't scare me! So there's a limit to how many times the gate can be opened?
Using divine power to open the gate comes at a steep price. Every time the Century Gate is used, it takes something out of them. Over time, this deterioration reaches a limit.
Reaching that limit won't lead to anything bad happening, will it?
Losses are a
Use the rocket to launch enemies and create a special dimension filled with stars and moons. While the dimension is active, enemies take increased damage.
No matter how many times I see it, this combat style doesn't get any less adorable.
Don't underestimate our rocket! It's a genius invention with precision targeting. We've refined it countless times. We also deal damage to the enemy with the highest remaining HP, depending on the number of enemies hit. The more enemies there are, the greater the damage we deal! Additionally, when a teammate uses their ultimate, we launch a follow-up attack against the enemy.
Even in ever-changing combat scenarios, 𝂸🂸🂸 can work closely with various teammates to provide buffs. She can frequently trigger follow-up attacks, helping the team swiftly take down opponents.
Exactly! As a character following the path of harmony, 𝂸🂸🂸 not only creates a more advantageous environment for her teammates, but is also a capable fighter herself. With 𝂸🂸🂸 on the team, you might just unlock new levels of combat potential.
Indeed. Beyond aiding and guiding the CORSAIRs on the Flame Chase journey, our teacher is also an essential ally in battle.
All right. Now that we've gotten to know 𝂸🂸🂸, let's move on to discuss another key character in version 3.1, Mighty! Without further ado, let's watch a video. Mighty, the crown prince of Kremnos, warrior of Akama, a lone lion, a man among men, a man!
Stop, Albie! Is it really that exciting?
To be honest, Mighty is my idol. He's the ideal version of myself. I aspire to be like him. Strong, unyielding, a real tough guy. No, a tough bird.
A tough guy? Do you mean like bathing in molten iron, Mr. Albert?
Huh?
Or perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies?
Maybe drinking some of Kremnos' signature pomegranate juice, doing push-ups, stuff like that. Oh.
Give me 500 push-ups. I'll count. Start!
Let's focus on the show first. Doing so many push-ups on the spot isn't appropriate, and viewers wouldn't enjoy watching it either.
Don't be so sure.
They definitely wouldn't. back to the topic. In the previous story, against Nikedor's attack, Mighty single-handedly held back the rampaging Titan, buying precious time for his companions. He's so cool, handsome.
Totally! Even though he might seem unapproachable at first, once you get to know him, you'll see he's super reliable.
Through rigorous self-discipline, day in and day out, he's always ready to step up at critical moments. If I had such a dependable and capable leader, I'd follow him to the ends of the earth. But there's a line in his character description that really caught my attention. The blood of patricide flows through Kremnos' royal line. Ooh, sounds like Mighty bears a heavy past.
Castrum Kremnos has a tradition of being crowned in blood. Since its founding, every new king of Castrum Kremnos has killed the reigning king to claim the throne, without exception.
Yikes! So that's how it is in a city that worships strife. Bloody succession to the throne.
Because of this tradition, and a prophecy foretelling Mighty's eventual ascension, his father cast him into the Sea of Souls shortly after his birth, attempting to kill him before he could grow up.
That's so cruel! How could he bring himself to do that?
But, in the end, Mighty returned to Castrum Kremnos with an immortal body. He led the discontented citizens of Kremnos away from their mad king, wandering the lands and waging war until he joined the flame chase journey.
What doesn't kill him only makes him stronger, huh? But why did Mighty refuse the core flame of strife and give it to Finan instead? With his combat prowess, if he accepted it, he'd surely become the most powerful demigod, an unstoppable force on the flame chase.
Strife, slaughter, glory. These have been the traditions of Kremnoans and their destiny for 1,000 years. But is this destiny truly what the Kremnoans deserve? I refuse to let such a bloody tradition continue.
But Dee, the Kremnoan people in Akama have always expected you to ascend the throne, lead them back to their homeland, and restore their glory. Now that we've reclaimed Nikedor's core flame and located the whereabouts of Castrum Kremnos, how will you answer their expectations?
Give me more time to think.
As the last prince, he is burdened with the fate of an entire kingdom. He must consider their honor and sense of belonging while forging a truly beneficial path for them? Oh, what a heavy task. As for Mighty's decision and the fate of the Kremnoans, stay tuned for the Trailblaze mission in version 3.1. No matter what, I can guarantee one thing. When Mighty is around, he'll have your back, especially in battle. Mighty is an imaginary character following the path of destruction. In combat, he leverages his undying body to engage the enemy. His undying nature grants him an extremely high max HP.
In battle, I utilize my HP advantage against the enemy. By consuming my HP, I also unleash even greater power.
Exactly! Mighty keeps track of his total HP loss during combat. Once the accumulated loss reaches a certain threshold, he enhances himself, fully demonstrating his prowess as the Kremnoan warrior. During this time, he unleashes a storm of attacks on his enemies, dealing massive damage and showing them the wrath of Kremnos' crowned prince.
Wow! Dee is so imposing! Like a lion dominating the battlefield!
In my enhanced state, I sacrifice defense for greatly increased HP and max HP. As my HP continues to drop, my abilities transform further, delivering even more destructive blows to my enemies.
A warrior rejected by death. Let's battle till the world's final breath.
A truly death-defying combat style. The spirit of Kremnoan warriors is no joke.
All right, next, let's take a look at version 3.1's banners.
In version 3.1's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character, Treevee! The limited 5-star light cone, if time were a flower, will also have a boosted drop rate.
In version 3.1 second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character, Mighty. The limited 5-star light cone, Flame of Blood, Blaze My Path, will also have a boosted drop rate.
Additionally, these characters and light cones will be rerun. And all right, time for a short break. The program will resume in just a few moments. Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the new content coming in version 3.1. First, the Divergent Universe will introduce a brand new research topic related to Amphorius.
Divergent Universe? What's that?
Oh, right. Mighty, you might not know yet. Simply put, it's a study on mortals and fate. As mentioned earlier in the program in version 3.1, the Trailblazer will head to the Grove of Epiphany, a renowned academic institution in Amphorius. The scholars of the Grove wove vast amounts of knowledge into the memory of the sacred tree. However, due to the corrosion of the Black Tide, much of this network has decayed, leaving only fragments of text intact. Therefore, the Grove's librarians hope the Trailblazer can become the inheritor of this library's knowledge, preserving these memories and passing on the flame of Amphorius' civilization.
Even in this era of endless strife and the relentless Black Tide, as long as true history remains, the flame of civilization will endure.
That's right! The Grove not only collects myths and histories of Amphorius, but also records the Trailblazer's journey. By integrating Titan technology, they've created Divergent Universe Protean Hero!
Since it's Titan technology, it's bound to be distinct from the Divergent Universe the audience is familiar with. Whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, in Divergent Universe Protean Hero, you must have one.
Oh.
This time, the battles revolve around the day and night system. First, each battle alternates between day and night. These two states bring different boosts to combat, and additional effects occur during transitions between day and night. At the start of exploration, Trailblazers must choose the state that best suits their team's traits.
As exploration progresses, after entering a certain number of domains, Trailblazers can also select a day and night blessing, known as Golden Blood's Boons. These blessings take effect during the corresponding state. Trailblazers can choose different branches of blessings to further enhance combat effectiveness in specific states.
The figures appearing on the day and night blessings look so familiar. Why is that?
Indeed. This is also Titan technology and another highlight of Divergent Universe Protean Hero. The new day and night system and its blessings are closely tied to the Titans and the CORSAIRs.
In version 3.1's Divergent Universe, 6 types of Titan Odes will be available for Trailblazers to experience. More will be introduced in future versions.
Each Titan Ode corresponds to a different buff system. Trailblazers just need to select the most suitable Titan Ode for their team to tackle challenges with ease.
The Grove's Divergent Universe offers the most authentic Amphorian experience.
Clearing the Divergent Universe also rewards Branch of Rights. This can be used in the Titan Ode section to unlock more buffs and upgrade them, as well as uncover the corresponding Titans' mythological tales.
Now, My three dear guests, please choose your Titan.
We're curious about how many Titan stories the Grove has interpreted. So let's go with the one we're most familiar with, Gate of Infinity.
If I could learn more about the past of Nestia and the other Titans, I'm sure it would give the Flame Chase journey a clearer direction. I'll choose Chrysalis of Gold.
Lance of Fury. Let me witness the kind of glory you held in the past.
Ooh, excellent choices. Everyone has very clear goals.
After all that, which Titan will you choose, Owlbert?
The answer lies in the name of this divergent universe, Protean Hero. The mysteries of Titan technology hold endless possibilities. I firmly believe that if I explore more, I'll uncover more fun, intriguing, and Albert-appropriate ways to play. Besides the day and night system and Titan blessings, the Divergent Universe Protean Hero also brings more Protean challenges to the Trailblazers. This Divergent Universe's Conundrum mode will introduce astronomical division gameplay.
Although heroes have countless facets, no matter their nature, they all make choices to climb to higher peaks and experience more intense battles.
But for novices like me, who are unfamiliar with the Divergent Universe, what if they can't figure it out?
Don't worry. The Divergent Universe of version 3.1 not only includes an astronomical division mode, but also adds a strategy system. Trailblazers can view and apply strategies and even like and save them. After applying a strategy, the system will give a corresponding recommendation to the Trailblazer based on their currently owned equations, weighted curios, and team lineup. Additionally, in the selection interface for equations and weighted curios, the system will suggest the optimal options.
This way, you can easily follow the guide and enjoy a smoother experience in the Divergent Universe. Through the strategy system, you can also jump to an external webpage for more information or even upload your own strategies.
Not only that, in Divergent Universe Protean Hero, enemy drops will also transform into special materials.
Enemy drops? Are you referring to the materials used for character ascension and traces leveling?
Correct! When you're short on materials for character ascension or traces leveling, the enemy drops can be automatically exchanged for these special materials. Moreover, this update adds a new exchangeable 5-star Remembrance light cone in Herta's store. Rewards like avatars and phone wallpapers from Divergent Universe, the human comedy, will also become available in Herta's store.
Oh!
In addition to the thrilling challenges of the Divergent Universe, version 3.1 also brings lighthearted and adorable events for Trailblazers.
First up, let me introduce the Awoo firm.
Awoo? Awoo!
Wait, wrong species. The Awoo here refers to the chimeras of Amphorius.
Oh, so that's what chimeras sound like.
That's right. Chimeras are artificially nurtured, adorable little creatures. The residents of Amphorius train these chimeras to help with simple tasks, and the Awoo firm is the organization they work for.
Chimeras have to go to work too?
Surprised, Mr. Albert? The war with Nigador caused significant damage to Akuma. There's a lot of urgent work to be done, and chimeras are indispensable in the reconstruction efforts. However, among the chimeras, there's a particular squad that hasn't been performing up to expectations lately.
So, Trailblazers can take on the role of manager, personally helping the Chimera Squad turn things around and become the strongest team of all.
The work objectives are clear, but how do we achieve them?
When it comes to work, each chimera has different strengths and, of course, shortcomings. Trailblazers can assign suitable chimeras to tasks, adjust the team composition based on their traits, and create the strongest squad possible. After that, the chimeras will automatically carry out their work. As the manager, Trailblazers just need to supervise.
The leaderboard will show team rankings. Keep aiming for a higher performance ranking to help the chimeras outperform other squads and become the ultimate workplace champions!
Doesn't sound too hard. Even someone like Finan could handle this with ease. right?
Don't be so mean to Snowy! And don't underestimate the chimeras, Dee! Each one has a unique name, appearance, and personality!
As a manager, you need to understand your employees to assign tasks effectively. Plus, there are some tricky characters to watch out for. For example, there's Shock Force, who is overly eager, and Old Honest, who silently endures everything. I can't go on. What are these names? All right. Let's move on to the next version event.
Recently, in Akima, there's been a surge of counterfeit antiques made with cutting-edge technology, conning many residents. In the event Holy City Appraisals, Trailblazers will assist 𝓸𝓸📸📸📸, the antique shop owner, in appraising these treasures and cleaning up the antiques market.
Appraisals? Well, Finon's weird hobbies are rubbing off on others. Ugh. Besides, how can the Trailblazers, as outsiders, appraise Amphorius' antiques?
Don't worry, it's simple. Trailblazers only need to submit different materials to 𝓸𝓸𝓸𝓸𝓸𝓸 daily, and the rest will be handled by him. I, Albert, promise there will be no shortage of fun appraisal stories and plenty of rewards for Trailblazers. Okay, now let's take a short break, and the show will resume when we're back. Welcome back, dear viewers. Up next, we have a few more version updates to share with everyone.
I heard from the Trailblazer about an old friend called the Gift of Odyssey.
That's right. In version 3.1, Trailblazers can once again earn a 10 warp reward through the Gift of Odyssey check-in event.
Additionally, version 3.1 introduces some new materials for everyone. Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Gelid Moon, and Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Slogjaya will be available soon. Successfully challenging these will provide Treebees and Mighty's Ascension materials respectively.
Amphorius also brings new golden calyxes. Now you can farm credits and experience materials there too!
Version 3.1 also introduces 2 new sets of planar ornaments. Bone Collection Serene Domain and Giant Tree of Wrapped Brooding. You can quickly obtain them through the planar ornament extraction function in the Divergent universe.
In version 3.1, the Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange Events will also return. Completing them will earn you double rewards.
Exactly! And that's not all. Version 3.1 brings several system optimizations to Trailblazers. First, the material synthesis system will be optimized. The process of synthesizing trace materials will become much more convenient.
Does that mean we can synthesize purple materials directly from green ones?
Yeah, that's right.
This eliminates some of the cumbersome extra steps.
Moreover, the build guide will also receive an update. In version 3.1, when you set a character as the build target, the Interastral Peace Handbook will display all the materials needed for building that character, along with shortcuts to relevant stages to farm those materials. After each preview ends, Trailblazers can even set newly revealed characters as their build target and start farming the necessary materials in advance.
Oh, that's great! It makes preparation so much easier!
And it looks like we received a special announcement from the project team! Let's take a look.
大家好，我是崩坏系列 IP 烧鸡。在魔法罗斯 3.0 版本上线后，我们收到了来自开拓者的许多反馈和建议。从结果来看，3.0的一些内容， 它最终呈现出来的效果是不够理想的。以开拓任务为例，有时为了打开一扇门要反复推球，或是在直面泰坦前还要四处跑来跑去，这种疲惫的感受实在不符合星穹铁道一贯的基调。所以这段时间，我们一直在对主线体验进行审视和优化，包括已上线的 3.0 和后续所有版本的内容。除了先前在开发者电台提到的阅读减负和解谜优化，我们同时也在对任务流程进行重新编排。以 3.0 版本为例，开拓者在前往过去的旋风城时，不再需要折返跑图，而是从初始位置开始，通过一条便捷的道路就能直入主题。而原本这里的玩法会被安排到主线外，成为开拓者自由探索的选项。当然，还有对白、演出、探索。开拓任务的体验是综合结果。我们会在未来的每一个版本，在方方面面做更细致的打磨，力求给大家带来更好的内容。
开拓者好，我是游戏设计胖克。除了像刚才烧鸡老师说的，我们也正在调整 3.1 及其后续版本的游戏内容。以 3.1 版本为例，我们降低了地图中的敌人数量，并剥离了部分主线流程中的谜题，希望保证谜题与剧情的结合更加紧密，且不至于有很强的打断感。在原本的设计中，地图中有几处扎格列斯之手玩法，开拓者需要多次切换操作视角，但其实只是为了打开一条通路。在复盘过程中，我们意识到这样的设计不仅繁琐，也没有很强的趣味性。于是我们将这些并不有趣的流程从主线中删去，但是仍会保留地图中围绕这些扎格列斯之手的谜题设计，供抱有探索欲的开拓者自行发现。希望我们的调整能让开拓者更好地探索文法螺丝，享受解谜乐趣。同时也欢迎开拓者提出更多的建议和反馈。
Thanks, Project Team. All right, whew. That brings us to the end of today's special program. Any final thoughts from our guests?
I hope everyone enjoys diving deeper into Amphorius' story. We can't wait to create more memories with all of you!
May your blade never break, but forever press forward.
There are still countless details in Amphorius waiting to be discovered. I hope you'll forge deeper bonds with this world and its people.
And of course, there are plenty of chimeras waiting for us to lead them. Well, thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. And now, the version 3.1 special program has come to an end. That's a wrap. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Farewell.